Where the hell is the chat? Okay, so this is just me testing stuff. If you're here, then I'm sorry for sucking. I just have to send the one link to someone. And it's not a link to join, it's a link to see this video. Thank goodness. That I'm testing. I'm gonna test your patience too. This is me. I have to find the chat. Oh, there the chat is. Hey, Twade. Who the hell is that? Oh, and Peter Park Skywalker. I'm gonna do something that Peter Parker is gonna get real angry about. There we go. Okay, so what I'm very curious about is if you guys can hear, hit play, and I'm gonna do it now. Oh my god, thank God. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, so it started out with me finding this this rhythm that I wanted to just do something on top of. And then I used the bass. Yeah, the voice is supposed to echo a little bit because I have reverb on it because in case I was gonna play also something through here, both voice and the keyboard, but I just have to see where is my mic thingy. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna turn off that one plugin. Remove it. So now the I'm in a cave, but not anymore. Now it should sound normal or somewhat compressed. I have a compressor on my voice, so it should sound like the lower sounds and stuff should be not so like the loud should be less loud and the quiet should be louder. That's what a compressor does. So yeah, and then I have like this lo-fi shit on on this right here. Does it sound good? Oh, I have to make it live chat. Yeah. Mhm. Alright, I'm gonna test it out. Okay, yes, I did send a link. And this is not listed. Awesome. That's so awesome that it's working. You have no idea how, like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? I'm gonna test out some instruments. I don't know if any of you are familiar with the mellotron. What that is? It's basically the first sampler. But as you hit the keys with your fingers, it moves an actual physical tape and plays it off, plays a sample of a recorded instrument, and it was used a lot in the 60s, and it's a very cumbersome way to do it, but and also very impressive that they could do that and actually have it work. And you've all heard it many times in Beatles songs and I'm just testing out and trying to see if something comes to me as I hear and play and everything. Like sometimes I Yeah, something just comes. Sometimes not. Well, there's always something, but that I would actually want to record. That's a whole different issue. That sound that it sounds like a piano, but sort of it has a very distinct type, like, yeah, sound. That sound is like it's a mellotron. Fool on a hill or whatever. And yeah, no, there's many songs that uses the mellotron. Mellotron sounds a little, but yeah, mellotron. I don't know what if there's any more than just a mellotron, orchestra, or key something. I don't know. I'm gonna. There's many different sounds that can have. Like, so there's piano, right? Wobbly tape. What's a wobbly tape? A wobbly tape? Oh no, it's a wobbly tape. This one is just named Vibes, and then we have a short piano voice. Hey Detroit by Dark. Overmodulation on my last show drives me crazy when I don't check my first. So are you saying I'm overmodulated or hmm. Sequence? Okay, that's good. That one has something, some like it lingers and it hangs, and you feel things as it hangs there. I want to see how that works if I play some kind of lead melody on top of this with it. But it might need some saturation on it, meaning like distortion kind of thing. So I am putting that on it. And let's see how it sounds then. Get a little bit. like that. Yeah, like get it just scream a little bit. Hmm. Holy shit. Not a lot of ha ha and hee hees, but yeah, I okay. So what this is of course mostly testing, right? But what I want to do with these types of streams is to get input live from people in chat and use your ears and be like, what is it? If anything is missing, feel free to say what you want in it. Or if anything sucks, don't be afraid of offending me. But try to, if anything sucks, at least say what sucks about it. Or not, but I'd prefer that that you let me know what sucks. I think I chased the audio critic away somehow. I think I chased him away. Doo-doo. I gave him the wrench and he ran for the hills. another instrument I want. This is the next instrument I want to implement is a keyboard from the 70s. It's semi-acoustic, but it's like a grand piano, but only shorter. And to make up for the shorter strings with less size to reverberate and project sound, it has an amplifier inside of it, and it makes a pretty cool. Yeah, it was the cave. He's not a caveman, and he's not from the Valley of Men. Yeah. And I want to run on this 2 you might at some point, if I change the rhythm on this, start to realize where I got some of my inspiration for this. Peter Sky Parker, I am curious to hear about how Atlanta was for you. For me, it really, really sucked. Like all by myself. Okay, more than that, I'm not gonna hint more than that. The only inspiration is the there's the song I played. Yeah. It's a song that only has instrumental on it. So if that might be a better way to hint, I guess, or to give a clue. What I'm playing now is something. Not everything I'm playing is the clue. By the way, when I'm doing just this, I'm just testing out if it sounds good because I just did a small change. I put some compression on it. I might want to put some chorus on it. Hey, Chris Mack. Some bird lost or something. No, a bird won. Let's get even more. Let's see. I have to open Splice. Oh my god, that was loud. I'm sorry, you guys. It's not on purpose. The Sky Father. The Sky Father destroyed the Earth Mother. That that might be something. I felt that one a little bit. Yeah, that's what it that's what it's supposed to do. It's so like if something comes of this turns into a track. The chat has 50% writing credit. Oh, fuck. That sound was pretty cool, but let's test another one out of as like a hook or riff or something. I'm gonna slow down the timing for a little bit. Hmm. Mm, what if you played in A major? Because this is white one, black, black, white, white, black, white, white. Those two chords right there, for instance, are both like they have black and white keys. Just wait one sec. I'm gonna show Peter Scott Parker something, but I have to get it. I have to go get it. Get the thing. Oh, and I also have to pee. So, should I let this play in the background? I turn it down a little bit, and then let it play while I pee. Okay. So what I just got now was a little keyboard. I'm gonna turn on my camera again. And okay. You see this now quite clearly? Maybe I should turn the blur completely off. So if you play, like you would play this chord, right? You only play like white, like that. But what if you try a chord like this? Oh, is it mirrored? I have to fix that. Like that. Is it mirrored now, or is it the correct way? think maybe it was already correct. Like this. Yeah, this is the correct way. Okay, so this is an A. This is an A, and then you have a C sharp, and then an E. If you play those, that's an A major. You can also play D. It's a D, F sharp, and A. Dun, dun, and then back to an A. It will sound like. I'll just turn it back up. That's an A. And then a D. Oh yeah, and by the way, an E from the D major right here. An E is basically the same shape. You also hit a black for the tertiary or like the number 3. It's the voicing that determines if it's a major or a minor. The middle one in like if you have an accord, or I mean a chord. We say accord in Norwegian. So anyway, if you have a chord from the fundamental note and up, and so like in the standard position, the next note is the one that will determine if it's a major or a minor. That's a major to a minor on A. A major, A minor, and you can make all the minor jokes you want in the chat. E minor. It's normal A. Normal A, normal D, normal. It's the ones who had sharp notes in them in the chord were the ones that were the next, like in the chord. Like you have the fundamental note, like on this, that's A, and then the next is a C sharp, and then an E. That's an A major. So it's a normal A, but the C right here is a C sharp. You know the minor's flat. Why are they allowed to have their own flat? Shouldn't they live with mommy and daddy? Well, why shouldn't they have their own flat, eh? Oh, alright. Let's test another one. My best to notice when the car came down into the palm of surrender. Open but eyes wide. Sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door My sign is vital. My hands are cold, and I'm on my knees, looking for the answer. Are we human? Or are we dancer? Sorry, sometimes that's something that happens. That's something that will happen a lot, is that I get carried away. On a stretcher, eh? Haha. No, I get carried away. Oh yeah, fighting with Grok. Man. Computer against computer? Holy shit. That must have been quite a fight. There's this performance by The Strokes on SNL, and like there's this little instrumental right after the chorus with guitars, and there's two guitars, and so they talk back and forth. But anyway, right before the instrumentals, the Julian Casablancas, the vocalist, he goes, "Fight!" You know, just like in Mortal Kombat. Fight! And then they start playing. It's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. The one I play, or some of the stuff that I played earlier, is it sounded like, or it's that love theme that oh my god, you started making your own music. You went in on GarageBand and you started making your own music, and you're now almost signed with a label just because you wanted to prove something to Grok. That's impressive. My hands are fast. Or my fingers, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Which you just said. What you just said, I'm gonna do that, but I just have to go back to a pad. So it sounds. Okay. And I have an idea. If you go from that, and then on with your left hand, you play C sharp and E, and you put, or I mean, not C sharp and E, but no, E and G sharp, but C sharp and E with your left hand. So you go. That's like a very specific voicing on a classic transition or progression. Oh, hello. So what that the combination of those notes I played is then an A major to C minor 7. And if I play them in like standard position. Here we go. But it does sound better how you did, like with this. I think I'm gonna, with this one, I think I'm just gonna play power chords. Because they're very open and you can put it so that you don't take up too much space in the hierarchy of notes, if you will. I wanna make it wide, so I'm good doing. Now it should become wider with what I'm just doing right here. I want it to be like the surround, or like the walls, if you will. I should. I have to fix something on this track right here. Something that isn't jiving on this. We just want to put something on it to again like saturation or whatever. Saturation. Sounds like a rocky, like I don't know, a little bit more of a heavy, distorted sound. It makes me want to really go off. And it goes over to a major from the over to like the that's kind of a magic. That's exactly it, Peter Sky Parker. It's out there. I just have to put the pieces in its already shaped hole. And physics makes it so that there's harmonic laws of physics. But they're more than that too, because just like a thing cannot be three-dimensional, it also has color. What is color other than something within us making a color out of certain things? In the same way we make things out of certain patterns. Like this, it's just a pattern, but to us it feels uplifting instead of this is kind of like melancholy. Who knows why? Time is a fat circle jerk. Yeah, but this has gone splendidly though. I was only supposed to test to see if it would make a sound, everything that I'm doing right here. And it seems to make a sound. I needed something to broadcast audio from the main channel on this right here. This that I just clicked right here. That's the main, like the master channel. I had to broadcast from here over to OBS. Yeah, exactly. With the thing you just said. But the color is not like like without humans, what is color? Does color even exist without us having to categorize specific frequencies? And are there more colors than we can see? Is there a different color paradigm or evolutionarily in other species? But that's the way like music can have a thing that it does something inside of us. I love that vibrato. And so, like, what music is, it's it taps into how people with synesthesia feel about simply hearing a word. It makes someone can feel like this, like a number, stuff like that, or or a sound can sound sad without doing anything other than being having a certain structure. And if you manage to tap into our shared synesthesia, then you have a hit. The reason why I know this with the synesthesia is because I think I have it. I think I have synesthesia. You see, I put the reverb on this. How it just it having some extra life, reverberating and sustain. Hmm. Yeah, I can see things in my mind, but it's kind of it's a way of any stimuli creates a parallel path that actually makes it so that your mind makes more up than you are actually seeing, kind of. It creates something next to the real thing. So a place can, for some people, taste like something. Yeah, numbers with colors. You fire off an extra synapses, that isn't necessarily needed. But, or if it is needed, which I indeed think it is, it's needed in a very specialized like circumstance. In a group. I mean, you fire off an extra neuron or whatever thing is to the synapses, or I don't know how you say it even in. Fyr av et ekstra neuron til synapsene i hjernen. That's how I would say the thing I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's an additional path. Secondary. And it's not critical. It can have an advantage some way evolutionarily, or else it wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be that common, yet uncommon, but common enough for it to be some kind of specialized thing. An adaptation. I think that's the right language. Yeah, and I think they've had the rejecting AI music. I feel like they have had some of these tools for a long time, because when I started out playing music, I could tell that by simple pattern recognition that something was fishy. Something was being done over and over and over again. More than I felt not natural, some of the trending of things. Stuff like that, over and over again. But like, I don't know how to explain it actually. What I just played had nothing to do with my example, really. That's not how I heard it when I was playing. When I was playing, everything was on time. And then when I listened to the example after, so there's some kind of latency issue, but the way to fix that is I can put the notes here in the MIDI so that they fit time wise. Okay, let's see. That worked to that. This is boring stuff, but you guys will hear it like what I'm doing, but that it will sound better. It's a success. I'm just stretching. Okay, so now that I've done that for now, I can turn that down a little bit in the mix. Yeah, just playing stuff over it. That's often how I do things. Where I have now a part with, yeah, things that's like roughly speaking, it works, and then it just try things on top of it without recording. I just like. So this is the instrument to listen for if you want to hear what is the live one that I'm playing. Okay, so that's the one. Yeah, this is kind of the thing. Oh, yeah, Spurg is playing that game. I said I might be able to join, but he isn't exactly expecting me necessarily. But yeah, but this is what Karmic should do. This exact thing right here, and I think this is partly. I don't know if he even knows that I make like that I goof on him. It's pretty harmless. I never go for the jugular. I kind of never do. I think going for the jugular is kind of cheap. But I digress. So what I was gonna say is that he's afraid of people that play music, or he has like this reverence or something, because he is afraid of being outed as a not an actual musician, I think. Why am I allowed to get away with everything? He has never been angry at me ever. But also, I don't know how aware he is of me at all. Yeah, mother and I think the boy has never touched an instrument. He only likes to do the dancing and such. So how do I sound here compared to how I sound usually, or normally? I mean, because I have some filters with like plugins on it now, like with compressors, which should make it like more broadcaster sounding a little bit. So I can, let's say I speak like lower like this. It's gonna be somewhat the same volume as when I speak louder. La 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 la. Right. So the louder parts gets quieter, and the quiet parts get louder. You compress. That's what you squeeze the top and the low volumes together towards the middle. Right. So that that should make it sound a little bit more yeah, broadcaster-ish, or also more just level at all times. Like if Quad had this, the going up in close to the mic and back, like back away from it again, it wouldn't be an issue. It would level it more. You see, Peter Sky Parker, I did this for you, so that you can have a safe space right here, because you need it. I don't want you to kill more people than the ones who's already gone. They're gone now. That's all in the past. But from here on out, you're not going to lose it and kill all your neighbors and animals and or any of the sorts. So that's why the low, like this shouldn't be loud at all if I didn't have the compressors, because I'm speaking with a low voice. And then this part right here should be much louder, much louder, instead of just a little bit louder. Right? That's what would happen usually. But in comes the compressors. They take the sounds and they compress with a fervor or some shit. What's the word I'm looking? Yeah, that's the word I'm guessing. Anyway. Oh, I miss the bit where you complain about the sound when there's nothing wrong with the sound, right? Oh, that's Peter Sky Parker and his bit again. He's complaining about the sound. Hilarious. Oh my god, such a hoot. And there's nothing wrong with the sound, and he's like going all crazy. Oh my god, it's a yeah. It's a trip. There are those people that kind of, they're all like, ha ha ha, Peter Sky Parker, it is, the audio sucks, but haha. And those two jokes were a hacky thing about Levy being muted. You're muted, Bubbly. And he's like, huh, I am? What the fuck? And he's like, you kids, you're rascals. You're lying to me. Hilarious stuff, man. I love it. It makes me laugh and laugh and laugh. And even forget to laugh sometimes because it's so, like, it just hits you too fast. Anyway, here's the Mellotron. I want to test out some sounds on the Mellotron and then I'll stop for now. This whole thing. So there's kind of like flutes. Yeah, they're flutes. And without the saturation. And then putting this distortion on it. It very much sounds like the sort of sound the sort of sound I want. For reference, the sound I want, check out Keane, 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 and their second album, Under the Iron Sea. Check that out, Peter Scott Parker, and then you'll get the sound. I'm so glad that you guys keep telling me that my audio is good instead of being like, "Oh, it sucks." You should do that to quad as well. It feels good. Can't be. It's unfair if you only say it to me. So both of you, but Twade and Peter Scott Barker, you should go in quads chat, quad free. He's in a wheelchair. You know what that does to a man's audio, right? Being in a wheelchair like that, it fucks it up, man. You have no idea what jumping from a tree like a total idiot, what it does to your audio. It makes me want to cry, actually. So let's talk about something else. Oh, and also, let's get some fucking real drums on this thing. I'm tired of this fucking sample bullshit. I'm not a rapper. Let's see here. Was playing that. I'm playing that with my fingers on piano. It feels odd to play drums with your fingers like that. It's harder than actually just playing like this. It's much easier, or it makes more sense intuitively. Then. Gonna put compressors on these compressors to glue all these sounds together, and this fucking mental drum kit. Yeah. They sort of have that though. Peter Scott Parker, they have like digital drums with like MIDI, so you can sit and hit on the things and you can basically do it that way. I just don't have such a device. I don't have at the moment. Do you play drums though? Yeah, they make those little drum kits for kids who drive. Little like drum kits for kids, so that kids won't get bored when they drive. And also when you're drunk, you feel like tapping and playing a lot of drums and singing and stuff. So it's great for drunk driving. Ten out of 5 would recommend. Totally would. If you ask me if I would, I would. Totally would. It works better. This track works better, like slow like this. But there's something that ain't feeling right with the drums. I can't really put my finger on it. The bass is all wrong compared. You have to redo the bass so it fits the drums. A lot of tracks should be a lot slower, and some tracks should be a lot faster. Some songs get so much better when you speed them up a little bit, like 1.25. It all depends. I'm just making all the notes fit how they should because of there's some latency it in how it's being recorded. That like by recorded I don't mean like sound being recorded, but my actions on the keyboard. Like that's what MIDI does. It detects like certain actions, certain buttons and timings, and when you hit them and stuff, and it saves that and it plays it. So every time I hit play, it is playing. It's trying to copy exactly what I did, but it isn't recording my actions. In like it does not correspond with how it sounded for me when I played it. Now that it's on beat, the bass is on beat. It's together with the bass drum and stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn up the bass a little bit so you can hear it. Still not perfect, but it's like that's the when it's not perfect, it has a little bit of a charm of like sounding like almost like an indie band track, like a little bit like jangly quality to it. And I did some EQing. This is a very heavy bass though. I think this is a better one. It should go a little bit faster again, I think. Here we go. I think I think that's it for today. It's pretty good. Then we can another time continue or even start a new one and work on several all like like parallel to each other and maybe combine some of them at some point. I just saved. I just saved it. Good stuff. But we know Big W. We know you're coming in here at like at the end and like trying to get some glory and stuff, like always. Oh my god. My god. Hey, hit the like button though. Before anyone leaves, you should hit the like button or else I will or will not stab your entire family. I may or may not. Just so you guys know. It's not a threat, it's a promise that I will or I won't. Either or. You will never know. So you might as well just hit the like button to be safe. Yeah, you're a clout chaser. Big W is a clout chaser. He's in that category. He's a beta. He's a twink. He's a little guy who wants to come in like Big W, and he's black, and also he's a woman. None of that was true. I was totally just joshing and goofing with it, and you guys fell for it like a total fucking idiot. All of you idiots falling for all my tricks, like bunch of total morons, brain dead. Like you have brain turds.